Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Ethereum rallied past initial resistance yesterday, which was our earliest possible indication that maybe a low is in and that the price is bottomed in the support region. However, I'm not convinced yet, and I will tell you why. First of all, the idea is that in the yellow scenario here, let me shift this across. In the yellow scenario, this is a wave 4 correction. It's getting now very protracted, very extended. Yep, downside momentum seems to decrease. But compared to the wave 2, this wave 4 is again getting massive. And so far it hasn't given us any reliable signal that a low is in place. Well, it tried to rally in 5 waves here. It tried to. That was the rally from Friday into the Monday high. However, it failed, made another low, trying to rally again. So, I mean, the upside momentum is is increasing. You could say the downside momentum is decreasing at least. We also see, if I go to the 4-hour chart, we might need to look at the daily actually, or it's probably not relevant. I haven't checked this. We might see a bullish divergence. Yeah, there is a slight bullish divergence here on the RSI, just between that Friday low and yesterday's low. But that's only, it's just an indicator. The idea is that we could have started wave 5, of course, I'm still watching for that. The orange support region is essentially designed to provide support for the price. However, the reaction has been weak. Yes, we broke above initial resistance, but that was really only the initial resistance. The rally is in 3 waves only, so it doesn't provide much clarity. So it remains my view that to maintain the yellow wave count, we really need to see a break above the upper boundary line of the trend channel for confirmation. And also, we need to hold the 3,208 level. Any break below that level will send us back into the lower support region for a test of the May and April lows around 2,700, 2,800 most likely. Yeah, because that would be too low for a wave 4. Actually, the wave 4 should not break below the 50% fib level at 3,337. So it's a support area I'm watching. We're still holding it. You can see the market respects it. It is relevant, but the rally is in 3 waves, and I don't know. I can't confirm it. I can't confirm a low in place with only 3 waves up. There are ways of counting this just, for example, as a triangle. I haven't labeled all the waves because it is a waste of time. I think micro counting in this range is really a waste of time. For educational purposes, this might be an A wave, B wave, C wave, D wave, and an E wave. You might say that D is below B, but it's marginally lower, and that might not be the case on all exchanges. So either way, that you could count it as a flat correction as well. It's not so important. It is not confirmed yet that the low is in place. The trouble with the current structure here is it might take a while until it's actually confirmed. Yeah? Because again, if the wave 5 to the upside has already started, it would likely be an ABC structure. So from a bullish point of view, we might say, okay, maybe this is a 3-wave rally in wave A. We're now getting a B wave pullback, then a C wave up, and that will form a larger A. Then we get a B and a C. But that's not, that doesn't give us any, on the smaller time frames, it doesn't give us any reliable setups, because with 3 waves, you just don't get clear setups. It's 50-50. It's here as well. I mean, it broke above initial resistance, but ideally we get 5 waves. Now, the fact that the rally would need to be an ABC structure in wave 5, well, it doesn't mean the A waves have to be 3 waves. They could be 5, and if they are 5, then we have a setup, okay? There isn't always a setup. At the moment, I'm simply tracking the waves. I gave you some levels to look at, some patterns to watch as well. For example, our descending trend line, I mean, that broke. That was a signal on the Bitcoin chart as well for a mini setup if you're trading breakouts. I mean, it did send it higher. Stopped, however, at the next resistance level. I mean, that's what these lines are for. But I don't think there is anything reliable beyond that. So, okay, if we now form another high, If we now form another high and I take that initial resistance area out, we would get 5 waves up. But it would need to hold for an impulse the 3,477 level. So that's micro support. So if it can hold 3,477, we might get 5 waves up. But that is, I want to see it first. I want to see it first. So, and then if we get 5 waves up, okay, then we can watch for a 3-wave pullback and we have the next Elliott wave setup. It would be a classical setup, but at the moment, yeah, it's just not there. And therefore, another low is very, very likely. It doesn't have to happen. I'm actively looking here for upside breakouts because we did move into the support region. We did move into the middle of it, but it takes a little bit more to prove. And we haven't even taken out a previous swing high. So I'll keep you updated, but unfortunately nothing clear, at least not on the micro level here at the moment on the ETH chart. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.